In the early morning light, Dubai starts to shimmer, setting the scene for a story that's a bit out of the ordinary. Have you ever wondered what it's like being born into royalty but still keeping your feet on the ground? That's Sheikha Mahra Al Maktoum for you. Growing up in Dubai's royal family, she could have just enjoyed the perks, but instead, she's out there making a real difference. From supporting local charities to being a voice for the less fortunate, her life's more than just palace walls. How does someone with such a title stay so grounded and driven? Stick around, and you might just find out. The announcement. You're scrolling through your feed, seeing the normal mix of memes and updates from your friends, when all of a sudden you see a post that stops you in your tracks. It looks like an ultrasound, but not just any ultrasound. Sheikha Mahra Al Maktoum posted this, and the text really makes you feel something. We are the only three. Her husband, Sheikh Mahra, is tagged in the post, so everyone can share in the happiness of this cute moment. Now picture the noise that came after. It wasn't just a few words of congratulations. There was a wave of happiness and warmth around the world. People from all over the world sent their love and best wishes. Many of them had never met her but felt linked to her through her charitable work or just the drama of royal life. It was like everyone in the world came together, even if it was only for a moment, to celebrate Sheikha Mahra's new life. Not just the royal baby on the way is what's really interesting about this news. That's how Sheikha Mahra decided to tell people about this. Seeing someone freely share such a personal joy makes you feel very human and connected. It gets rid of the walls we often put up between us and powerful people. It's easy to forget that royals have the same big events and exciting times as everyone else. And then there's the public's response, which shows how much people can care about someone they admire. People often think that social media is only good for bad things, but here's a great example of how it can bring people together and spread happiness. Doesn't it make you think? What are the odds that everyone will respond positively to a piece of news? This is not just any statement. It's proof of how human we all are, whether we're royal or not. And even though the world has a lot of problems, maybe these times of pure, unadulterated happiness are what keep us all going. Preparing for the celebration. People were talking about where and how to get ready for the big day. They chose a spot that is just as beautiful as the city itself. It's where old and new come together in a dance of cultural pride and modern style. Picture getting an invite to this event with a list of names that reads like a who's who of Dubai. There are family members who have known Sheikha Mahra since she was a baby, friends who are more like adopted family, and even some faces you've seen on magazine covers. All of them won the golden ticket to a really special party. What about behind the scenes? There were only the best event planners in town, the ones who make dreams come true. It was important to them that this baby shower was more than just a party. In everything, from the flowers to the napkins, they tried to bring out the best of Dubai's history and its forward-thinking spirit. It was like everyone was on cloud nine, not just the guests, but also the people setting it all up. How can you combine the grandeur of Dubai with the love of a family gathering? They were all set to show how it's done. The baby shower. It was like stepping into a dream on the day of the baby shower. Every part of the world where the guests were greeted screamed elegance and celebration. Imagine going through a doorway and being surrounded by music and flowers that look like they belong in a fairy tale. It's the perfect mix of Dubai's rich traditions and the beat of today's world. As more and more people arrived, the air was filled with energy. Everyone was dressed to the nines, and they were all smiling and excited to talk about the day's events. The theme of the setting itself was beautiful, making it look like a new princess was about to arrive. Elegant seating was carefully set up for the guests, with tables covered in the nicest linens, and each place setting put with care to greet the important people who were there. But the real surprise was still to come. The moment everyone was waiting for, the gender reveal, came around the middle of the party. The whole room was quiet with excitement as everyone looked at a big fancy balloon. A big flourish was used to let go of it, revealing a shower of smaller pink balloons and confetti that said, "It's a girl." As the room filled with cheers and claps, the happiness was obvious. The future was happy to have a new princess. It wasn't just any baby shower. It was an emotional celebration of family, friendship, and a new life, all set against the stunning beauty of Dubai. Every laugh, every hug, and every shared look of happiness that day showed how much love and excitement there was for the birth of Sheikha Mahra's daughter. As the evening went on, the celebrations kept going. Every moment was filled with the hope of tomorrow and the happy talk about the baby still going strong late into the night. Moments of joy and celebration. The party went on, and there were times of pure happiness in every part of it. There were groups of people huddled together, telling stories and laughing. Other people were lost in the beat of traditional music, moving their feet to the drum beat. There were live shows going on all around, and dancers in bright clothes brought stories of heritage and unity to life through their art. As people celebrated, family members took turns speaking. In their talks, they shared memories, wishes, and gentle advice for Sheikha Mahra and Sheikha Mahra. Each word showed how much love and warmth everyone had for the new family member. There was laughter, a few happy tears, and a strong sense of community as everyone shared in the joy of the event. But don't forget about the feast that was all set for the guests. Anyone who loves food would go crazy over that spread. Imagine tables full of the best Emirati food, a party of tastes that told the story of a rich cultural history. There were foods from all over the world next to it, and each bite showed how tastes have changed over time. The food was as varied and delicious as the people who were there. From perfectly cooked lamb to delicate pastries that melted in your mouth, everything was delicious. A personal touch was added by interactive activities. Guests wrote their wishes and parenting tips on beautiful cards, which will be a treasure trove of knowledge for the parents-to-be. The little things, the shared moments of happiness and celebration, made the baby shower more than just an event. They will stay in the hearts of everyone who attended. Extravagant gifts or decor? Ever wondered what kind of splash a royal baby shower makes? Think about this. Dozens of handcrafted centerpieces, each telling a story of heritage and elegance, lighting up the venue with a glow that's both warm and inviting. And the gifts? We're talking custom-made keepsakes from around the world, each with a tale as unique as the next. Imagine a quilt stitched with messages from every guest, or a tiny bracelet set with stones that map out the stars on the night she was born. It's not just about the opulence. It's the thoughtfulness that turns these gifts into treasures. As the evening wrapped up, Sheikha Mahra took a moment to stand before her loved ones, her voice soft but filled with emotion. She thanked everyone from the depths of her heart for the waves of love and support that had been showered upon her and her growing family. With a hopeful gaze, she spoke of her dreams for her daughter's future, a future bright with promise, kindness, and strength. Her words, simple yet profound, drew everyone closer in a shared moment of anticipation for the journey of motherhood that lay ahead. And as the night drew to a close, the sky over Dubai lit up with stars, a silent witness to the laughter, the tears of joy, and the heartfelt wishes that had filled the air. It was a perfect end to an evening that celebrated not just a forthcoming arrival, but the timeless beauty of family bonds and new beginnings.